should be very interesting. It's taken me a bit of time to get to this point. I want to really try and work on my just whole setup. But anyway, for what this video today is about, it's actually kind of like a second part video. The first part was when I explained for all of the Peruvian items or shopping I got my wife and my mum as a surprise. And now today, the whole idea behind this video is I'm actually gonna try out some of the items in that video. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be trying out all of the items that was in the video before. Mainly because, well, there was some wine and there was also some beer, and also just a little kind of heads up, my wife and I are actually currently trying to stop drinking soft drinks. I'm sure Claudia's parents will be happy about that. Yeah, so while we're on the subject of soft drinks, so we won't actually, I won't be trying out in this video today, but I've had this quite a bit, so I will talk about it a bit. But first, should we start trying out for different snacks? Okay, so I've actually prepared things already, so I kind of felt like I was doing a bit of a Blue Peter. I'm not sure how many Peruvians will understand that reference, but a bit of a kind of oh, this is what we've prepared earlier. It's probably more for my mum, that reference. So first we actually have Maracas or Maracas. Again, I'm sure Claudia still needs to teach me for sort of pronunciation of all these different snacks. But anyway, they are actually made by Nestle, which is quite interesting. I don't, as far as I know, they don't actually sell them in the UK apart from maybe Peruvian shops or supermarket, well, sort of places where you can order them online. But they're kind of like so it's quite interesting. So it's kind of like a disc shape with chocolate on one side and sort of biscuit on the other. And why not? Let's try it. So it's milk chocolate. Very good. It's very, very nice. Easy to bite. It's kind of like wafer thin, and it was definitely something I would have again. It's probably, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 rating. Okay, so very nice. So I look forward to going through the whole pack with Claudia. Okay, so next is actually Margherita Biscuit. So I'm just going to quickly check on for chat, see what's going on. But anyway, so this is a Margherita Biscuit, and this is, I don't know what the sort of kind of more like for sort of comparison, maybe, I don't know, something like Nice, but nice biscuits, which I think might be French. Actually this is the one I prepared earlier. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and this one here you've got 8 in a pack, and let's go and try it. I'm gonna keep you in suspense here. Okay, it's very nice. Again, something I would have again. And say kind of a bit of custard creams without the actual cream. Maybe that's quite a weird comparison. But if you can, I suppose take the biscuit out of the custard cream, that's probably the nearest comparison you're going to get. Again, yeah, it doesn't feel too fattening as well, which is good. But sometimes biscuits you can kind of taste a lot for butter that is used to make for biscuits. Not saying I'm an expert when it comes to kind of Great British Bake Off style sort of snacks, but anyway, this gets not as good as the first one, so I'm probably going to give it 3 out of 5. Okay, so let me just do it. Cool. Okay, so I think I have got the chat going, so if you want to put any messages, I don't know, if you want to ask any questions about the snacks, I might not be particularly from like an expert on these, but again, I'd be quite interested. Maybe have you tried, maybe not even just Peruvian snacks, have you tried any South American snacks? I'll be very interested. So yeah, so please let me know. And also I think I have to okay, look, cool. Okay, cool. So it's the first time I've done a live stream, so there's still 1 or 2 things I'm picking up, but again, please feel free to give me feedback, although don't be too harsh. Okay, I'll be okay. Yes, so yeah, I've got the live chat enabled now, so if you want to feedback anything. So, okay, and also remember to give me any likes. Oh yeah, I can see you've already given me 2 likes, very good. Okay, so for, actually it's 3 out of 4 of the snacks that I'm going to be reviewing. And the next one, now I was looking forward to making this comparison. So it's called Filled. So yes, it's called Filled. So, and so this, I would say, okay, that's good. So yep, you got it. Unfortunately, yeah, I had to open it up before to obviously get to it, so I can do the whole sort of Blue Peter style sort of setup. But it's actually a Donna Pepper. Also, it's more like Dona, D-O-N-A, and P-E-P-A. And then I like the product design because the sort of cartoon character on the wrapping has got kind of hundreds and thousands style hair. It's different, but it makes sense once you actually look inside, because this reminds me, it's kind of giving me flashbacks of getting pick and mix from Woolworths, which I suppose now it'd be either Superdrug or like there's quite a few different supermarkets now that now do pick and mix. But anyway, just so you know what I'm on about. So yes, so you've got kind of hundreds and thousands sort of around for chocolate. I'd be very interested to know. I don't think Claudia would sort of understand that reference, but still, I think if she doesn't, I think I'll have to take her to the pick and mix section in Tesco's so she can kind of see the difference. So yes, so okay, so it's basically very chocolatey, this one. So you can see, yeah, it's very much covered in chocolate behind on the back, and then I imagine the sort of contents is sort of very sort of biscuity. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I can see, I think someone has left a comment. Okay, so yeah, I think I still need to learn 1 or 2 things about how a chat works, but because it says message retracted, so that's definitely something I'll need to look into. But using time. Okay, so I'm gonna have 1 more bite because I felt like I got distracted there. So I've got Claudia's comment, and again, unfortunately, I think the comment doesn't really portray for pronunciation, but yeah, it's called Donna Pepper again. Well, good. Yeah, I'm getting Film, and I'm also getting Claudia. Hello, Film and Film. Thanks for tuning in. I know. Oh, it reminds me of something one of my friends on Facebook has been doing various tournaments bit by bit. Well, now they're doing sort of crisps tournament. So I'd be interested. Please feel free to let me know what your favourite crisps are, especially if they're Peruvian. Okay, so my review of this is, yeah, it's kind of very bubbly, hence for hundreds and thousands. It's very chocolatey. I've kind of said that already, but really, once you've tasted it, yeah, it's got quite a strong chocolate flavour. Yeah, sorry for making you want biscuits, Film and Film. But I'd give this. Could I imagine having a whole pack of this? I think this is the sort of chocolate or chocolatey biscuits that we get very sickly, very quick. So again, it's the sort of thing if maybe you were at a party, kids party or something like that, and they put them out, like you probably go straight to it, have 2 or 3, but after that you'll be like, Mom, I feel sick. I hope you like that impersonation. So I would definitely recommend it. Probably not to have too much of it. But then, so far, I'm going to give us a running sort of breakdown. I'm going to say that's first. I'm going to build up suspense here. And then I'd say this is second. But again, if you want something that you probably have a whole pack of, then this is probably what you're going to go for. Or yeah, definitely this. This feels probably less calorific. So again, you're not going to feel too bad about having this one. Okay. Okay, so you're ready for my next sort of Western comparison, or sort of English American comparison. Okay, we have now got. So should change. Okay, so triangular or triangolo. It's kind of like a playback. It's like a playback symbol. Are there? So I'm very easily distracted. Are there any salted caramel biscuits? I don't know. This is more a question for Claudia, really, because I know very much within the last couple of years. I remember going to Edinburgh Fringe Festival 2016 was probably the last time I've been now, or 17. And I remember that's when salted caramel really started coming in. So I think, I'm not sure whether salted caramel has got to Peru, like the whole sort of, not fad, but the whole kind of phase, or sort of how they've become really popular. So again, Claudia, I'd be very interested. Unfortunately, I don't think we have. So yeah, I don't think Gabby will be travelling to Peru anytime soon. Not if they don't have any salted caramel. I mean, that's obviously a breaking point. Obviously, aside from COVID, whether you go to a country or not. So yes, so. My sort of comparison would be for this would be Toblerone. Okay, I've made this in that comparison in the last video. So I'd say from sort of Toblerone in the sense of the packaging, and also for sort of shape of it. I think Toblerone tends to be in blocks, whereas this, I think, or at least from what I feel, it feels like loads of little cubes. in comparison to Toblerone. So yes, so I think let's actually open it. This is one I haven't prepared earlier. Gotta love that running joke. So here we go. Little, yes, as I said, it's kind of little cubes, something along the lines, maybe sort of dairy milk if you get for sort of block bars. Yeah, you can see that in focus. That's good. So yes, this is what they each sort of cube looks like. And trying to think, probably not lint. So yeah, so they're quite different to Toblerone as far as factory chocolate itself, but their product design, I'd still say it's very similar. So a nice little touch. You would have thought they would have put Triangolo on factual chocolate, but they've got some lettering on factual chocolate, which is a nice little touch. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Cool. Yes, so yeah, you can probably just about see it. Looks like fudge bars. Okay, we'll see. I imagine it's just milk chocolate, but I think I know where you're coming from, Gary. So okay, so let's see whether it looks like fudge or tastes like fudge. Okay, here we go. I feel like we need a slow-mo cam there for when I eat for chocolate or biscuits. It actually tastes maybe a bit nutty, although I don't think there's nuts in it. So it says Donna Frio. Thank you, Claudia. Very milky. So when you first bite into it, there's a slight odd bit of texture to it, which made me think that there was going to be some nuts in it, but I'm pretty sure there's no nuts. Or at least now I've actually bitten it and had it all. It's definitely no nuts, but there's something that felt a bit, I don't know, but maybe bitty or like, I don't know what it was, to be honest. But yeah, very milky. So out of 4 chocolate biscuits, I'd say that is probably the most chocolatey. So something, it wouldn't be top of my list. I think I could, it's the sort of thing, I think if I was giving it to me for Christmas, I would eat it, or a birthday, basically as a present. I would definitely go for the whole bar. I would probably go for it pretty quick, but I think it's not something I would rush back to eat. Again, probably could get quite sickly. Not as sickly as the 100,001. But I think yeah, it's probably what you call maybe a slight sort of guilty pleasure type snack. So yeah, Claudia, if you've got any reviews you want to share of your experience with any of these chocolates and biscuits, please let me know. Just if there's anything I will achieve from this video, is for chocolate sales are going to go skyrocketing. I think it's going to definitely make quite a few people want to eat chocolate. So I've already got film opening for caramel buttons. It's also now making me, I feel like I would do for fantastic sort of Peruvian snacks a disservice now if I was to go and have sort of Cadbury's caramel buttons, which is actually my favourite. So actually I promised earlier that I would talk about Inca Cola. So So yeah, I'll come on to your comment in a bit, Claudia. But yes, first I just wanted to have a special mention for Inca Cola. Okay, that's Inca Cola. So to find out the sort of story behind Inca Cola, it's quite interesting. Definitely watch my other Peruvian food and drink video, which I'll try and link towards the end, and also in the description. So make sure you can actually see the whole product design. So golden cola. So for those, okay. So first, as I said, I'm before I get distracted. So for review of Inca Cola, so this, I wanted to have a special mention. I'm not actually going to drink it, as I said, this time round, because I've actually I'm currently not having any soft drinks. I'm trying to be very good at the moment in the lead up to Christmas, where obviously I'm probably going to binge on quite a bit of chocolate. So yes, so with Inca Cola, I'm going to say this tastes like maybe Tizer or maybe Iron Brew, and I'd say this is, for me, out of all of this, I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. As I said, it's a special mention. I've already drunk quite a few. I first had it at a Peruvian restaurant. Claudia, yeah, so it's a Peruvian cola, although I'd say it doesn't really taste like Coca-Cola. So the name is maybe a bit misleading. But as far as being, well, maybe addictive is maybe a strong word. But I think, it's getting up there with Coca-Cola as far as one of my favourite drinks. So I definitely recommend it. So yes, and now let's go on to one or two comments. So yeah, Claudia, Maracas I reckon is the best out of all you've tried. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so yeah, I think overall I was going to get to a sort of a final sort of leaderboard of chocolates and biscuits I've tried today. So Maracas, I do love the name. So yes, so that's interesting. Thank you very much, Claudia. And where did you get this all from? Thanks for that question, Film and Film. So I actually got it from a Parisian shop. So it's a Peruvian sort of grocery shop in Paris. And so yeah, so I think I was researching where to buy Peruvian stuff online to surprise my mum and Claudia. And so yeah, so annoyingly there's not really much in the UK. But I found this grocery shop, which I did have to pay, obviously, sort of postage and packaging. So that was probably one of the most sort of expensive parts about it. But that's why I ended up buying, not in bulk, but I ended up buying quite a few different items. Because I haven't tried out a lot of the stuff that was on there. Also for a good excuse to make this video. And so I think Inca Cola was the main thing I wanted to get, and if you go onto Amazon, it's really expensive to buy this. I definitely don't recommend getting it off there, and I'll try and provide the link for the Parisian grocery shop. And again, any if you watch my other video, there's also a whole host of links to various places, and also links, I think, to the actual items that I bought. So we won't actually be reviewing the beer and the wine, because we're still waiting for my mum to gradually get through them all, and just to show off my Spanish, Vino is wine, and cerveza, or cerveza? No, that's as good as I'm going to get for now. Is beer. So yes, my dad will be very proud of me on for that, but I know for Spanish for beer. Okay, so just to cap things up, I'm gonna show for actual products themselves. You don't really want to see a half-eaten biscuit or chocolate. So yes, so in bottom place, I'm gonna go for Margherita. I feel like in any circumstance, it's not the most inspiring of biscuits and chocolates. It's not something that you feel like you need to go back for more. It's quite plain. That sounds quite harsh, but yes, again, I think now I'm getting towards the end of the video, I think it's nothing that really sort of stands out for me. So again, please feel free to let me know if you think the complete opposite. So then I would say for Toblerone style chocolates, I do like the packaging. I do like the sort of lettering that on factory chocolate itself. It's a nice little touch. But unfortunately, yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Toblerone. That might be controversial, and it does slightly remind me of Toblerone in the taste. But I just say it's very chocolatey, and yeah, in comparison to something like Lindt or maybe Milka, it doesn't really stand up against your chocolate. So now for second place, I'm trying not to be biased here. So in second place is for, so you don't want to see a half-eaten bit of chocolate, is for filled. Cool. I always keep on thinking it says Dr. Pepper there, but it doesn't. Very similar. Yeah, there you are. So yes, so I'd say again, I think I said it would get quite sickly quite quick, but I do like the hundreds and thousands. It's now made me want to have more hundreds and thousands. It's also made me want to try and go out and get some in the pick and mix to try and sort of compare the difference. I think if you compare it to how we do it in the UK, we tend to do very small sort of hundreds and thousands, which I still think are chocolatey, but I think they don't have to say it. They're very small, and I think this is more like a more substantial sort of hundreds and thousands bar. It's quite interesting. I'm not sure. I think there's something like Nibbler or something like that, where actually you can get like a bar or something that's based on sort of hundreds and thousands. But apart from that, we very much rely on pick and mix to get our hundreds and thousand fix, or birthday cakes. Actually, I think they're very known for birthday cakes. Also, I think the idea, or at least, or you can get sweets that are very similar, which kind of make it sort of bubble on your tongue. I'm pretty sure this doesn't do that, but I think no. Anyway, it comes in second place. Okay, and then in first place, I might be slightly swayed by my wife, only slightly. But I will agree that these are very easy to eat. They're very easy to eat. I like the blend between chocolate and biscuit. They're very not very small, but they are small. So they're quite just kind of slip in your mouth, and they're very. You could see yourself going through about 30 of them, like no person's or no man's business and no person's business. So yeah, so that's probably another saying for Claudia to learn there. But yes, so again, I love the name, love the packaging. So this is my my favourite chocolate or biscuit for my Peruvian selection. So yes, so thank you very much for watching. We've just hit the half an hour mark. I mean, what would you prefer to watch, this or wow, I feel like I was going to go for an episode of Friends, but I feel like obviously I'm not gonna compare to Friends, but obviously quite different type of content as well. So yes, so hopefully at some point I'll probably do maybe like a short review, maybe get a bit of feedback from my mum of various beer and wine, but I think so yeah, with the beer she has actually tried one so far. I think she's already tried the sort of Guinness style one. I don't think she was that impressed, but yeah, so that'll probably be a very short video, or I might bring it into another video and kind of as like a special mention. So yeah, so I hope to do more of these sort of live videos. I've got quite a few ideas. So basically, the way I see it now, I've got my sort of setup. I want to kind of improve upon it, but I feel like hopefully now I can start releasing content on a fairly sort of frequent basis. So yeah, I'd be very interested if you want. I know it doesn't have to be Peruvian food or drink. I could try out. I could always do like a special feature on chocolate bars, special feature on crisps. Anyway, I've better wrap up. But thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you soon for another live video, or just seeing you around. Cool. Okay, thank you very much.